Hey guys, Paul from Net Audio here, and today we're going to talk about Chevys. This is a design that we've had for a very long time. So I've been in this industry professionally since 2003 as a hobbyist, of course, years before that. Started building enclosures in 2002 or 1 or so. You know, I've been doing this a long time. I cut my teeth on these trucks. This is for the 1988 to 9801. We'll talk about it. Year model Chevy trucks, the CK body style trucks. They're a very popular platform. I love me a CK. If anyone has a good lead on a 95 two-door, two-wheel drive that's in good shape, it's not $30,000, man, just give me a call. I would absolutely love one of those. I don't even care what the color is. Back to the box. I've had this design for a very, 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 very long time. These are dimensions and everything that we've had for a very long time. We've just made some small updates on it since we got the CNC, I don't know, 6 years ago at this point. So we have two different versions, and this truck applies to the 88 to 98 standard cab two-door, and also the around 89, 90-ish, up to 2001-ish crew cab. So the crew cabs in general Chevy fashion back then would come out like a year or two later. 88 was the first year for the two doors. The four doors started rolling out 89-ish on the HD trucks. And then on those HD trucks, they carried over, for whatever reason, up until 2001. We're going to primarily focus and just call them 88 to 98 because the two doors are more common. But the four-door trucks are extremely popular, and so there's still a lot of people who are using them. We make this box in two different versions, a shallow and a deep, same height, same cosmetic look, a little bit different than width. What we're changing is just the depth. We're adding 2 inches of depth to it. If you're 6'12" and you like to slide that seat all the way back, you're going to want the shallow box. If you're 5'10" or shorter, then if you can move the seat forward a couple of clicks, then you can run the deep box. The deep box is 2.9 cubic foot. The shallow box is 1.9 cubic foot. So roughly 2 cubic foot. You got a lot of airspace to have some fun with. Primarily we do these in sealed boxes. We have made them in ported boxes. It's just kind of like a case by case because it's not a lot of airspace to work with. A proper ported 12, but it's going to be a shallow 12. So we're running, you know, roughly about 5.5 inches of space. If we add our metal back plates, then that's going to knock you up to about 6 inches of space. On the deep boxes, we have about 7 inches of space. So it adds on quite a bit of room, but still on a 12, it's going to knock the cutout up here. We're going to have to be in the somewhat shallowish range as far as mounting depth goes. Back to ported. So 2 cubic foot on a proper ported box on a 12 is going to rock that truck. If you want that deep, overpronounced ported box base, then yeah, a single ported 12 is going to be awesome. For 210s, we're a little on the small side, but it depends on what you listen to. If you're in your 90 Chevy truck and you listen to Van Halen and you want a little more output from a ported box, yeah, it's going to rock out because the deeper bass isn't going to be as overpronounced. But if you're wanting modern rap to be that big boomy bass, then undersizing the box is not going to help you. For ported on the shallow version, I would stick with a single 12 or 2 8s. 2 8s ported is awesome. We do the 2 subs on this side, and then we do the port on the driver's side. On the deep enclosure, we have pretty much 3 cubic foot, 2.93 cubic foot. 210s ported, heck yeah, they're right where they want to be. 212s, man, they really have to be the right shallow 12. There are subs that we can do it with. 8s, you got 3 cubic foot, so probably 3 8s would be about the max. 4 8s on 3 cubic foot is kind of pushing it. Again, really depends on the 8s, but at that point we're also running into physical limitations of fitting the subs and a proper port. If you want to stay sealed, 3 cubic foot, you can do like 4 shallow 12s. We've done it. You can do 3 shallow 10s, maybe 4 shallow 10s, again, depending on the proper sub. 4 Miele Pro shallow 10s, heck yeah. 4 Audison APS 10 shallow subs, 4 WaveTech Thin Pro shallow 10s, though that would be obnoxious. When you're talking 750 plus watts per sub, then you're talking 3,000 watts in a standard cab pickup or a crew cab pickup. All that to say, we have a lot of options. Looks wise, all of them come with what we've added for the CK body styles. We added the belt line to it, which personally I just love. It adds just enough flavor to say this belongs in this truck. And we added the line up at the top, so we have the 2 body lines that are actually on the outside of the truck now running through your enclosure. We leave enough of a lip in order to still seal it off with the subs and everything. And if you change up and customize the configuration, we keep those lines flowing with it. Currently, we're only doing these in the stage 1s. So you get your carpet options. This one we have in the factory garnet. We also have blue, we have tan, we have gray, black. Let us know. We actually have some of these coming up that are going to be the stage 2s that we're offering. So it's going to be like a stage 2 plus stage 3, where we're doing some vinyl body, which we've done before, and then also doing the custom badges on the center of these. So we have a very, very popular platform. We have very flexible enclosures that, like I said, this works on the crew and the standard cabs. Primarily the standard cab is what it was designed for. On the crew cabs, on a lot of them, the back seats slide. So if the back seat moves, then you definitely have room for doing the deep enclosure. We have a customer online who has, I think, 2 Sundown 10s. I think they're 2 SA 10s. Don't quote me on it. In our ported box, and he absolutely loves that setup, and he talks us up quite a bit. We're giving you some good solid options for all these different vehicles, but like I said, we have a lot of customization capability. So if there's something that you want to see, absolutely reach out and see it. Holler at us. If it's not on the website, you can definitely call the shop or hit me up with email at paul@netaudio.com, and we can talk about the different options and what we can do with it. Also, you can hit us up in the comments. Comment section down here, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all that fun stuff. Just give us a shout. We love these boxes. We think they're a good, clean looking, simple enclosure that looks like it belongs in the truck. I think it'll work for your project. Just let us know and we'll help you out. Thanks, guys.